Sam Altman just pulled the alarm inside OpenAI, stopping teams in their tracks and declaring an all-out code red over ChatGPT's future. A breakthrough by Google's Gemini has triggered panic, but is OpenAI truly in crisis, or is something deeper at play? The answer could upend everything you think you know about the AI arms race. Inside OpenAI's headquarters, the tone changed overnight. Sam Altman sent a company-wide message. Every team would now focus on one mission: defend ChatGPT. The phrase "code red" circulated through internal channels, not as a formal protocol, but as a clear warning that OpenAI's lead was slipping. The trigger was unmistakable. Google's Gemini, a new generation of multimodal AI, had just vaulted ahead in public benchmarks and product integrations. Suddenly, ChatGPT was no longer untouchable. Altman's memo, as reported by major business outlets, described a sense of emergency. Side projects and expansion plans were sidelined. The directive was blunt: improve ChatGPT's reliability, speed, and usefulness, or risk falling behind for good. For OpenAI, this was not just about shipping features faster. The company had built its culture around the idea of responsible, world-changing AI. But now, with Gemini closing the gap, Altman's order carried a different weight. Employees understood this was about survival in an arms race where yesterday's breakthrough could become tomorrow's embarrassment. The phrase "code red," while not codified in any handbook, signaled a rare company-wide escalation, an all-hands push to keep ChatGPT at the center of the AI conversation. In OpenAI's halls, urgency had replaced optimism. The stakes were no longer theoretical. They were immediate, and everyone knew it. OpenAI's original mission was rooted in caution. In its early days, the company operated as a nonprofit research lab, with Sam Altman and other founders warning that artificial general intelligence, or AGI, could be both transformative and dangerous. The focus was on safety and broad benefit, not market dominance. But as the technology advanced, so did the stakes. By late 2022, ChatGPT's public launch pushed OpenAI into the global spotlight, and the company shifted to a capped profit model, partnering closely with Microsoft and racing to commercialize its research. The rhetoric around AGI, the idea of machines that could outperform humans at nearly any task, remained at the center, but the pace quickened. That acceleration came with consequences. Several high-profile departures from OpenAI's safety and alignment teams raised alarms about whether caution was being sidelined. Former staffers described mounting pressure to ship new features and keep up with competitors, even as concerns about model reliability grew. ChatGPT's well-documented habit of hallucinating facts, along with incidents that exposed user data or payment details, fueled internal debate. One former safety researcher put it bluntly, "We were told to move fast, but every shortcut made the system harder to trust." As OpenAI's ambitions grew, so did its vulnerabilities. The tension between building world-changing AI and protecting users from its risks became harder to ignore. With ChatGPT now facing real competition and public scrutiny, the company's past choices, shifting from nonprofit ideals to a race for market share, left it exposed at the very moment when stability mattered most. Three types of analysts now define the AI market's mood. Some warn that OpenAI is boxed in by rivals with deep pockets and faster release cycles. Others argue that the company's Microsoft alliance gives it unique staying power, but at a steep price. A third camp points to the hardware arms race. NVIDIA's chips, cloud infrastructure scaling, and the staggering costs of training frontier models are the real source of instability. Microsoft's role is impossible to ignore. The tech giant holds a 30% stake in OpenAI, and has committed over $250 billion in Azure cloud contracts stretching into the next decade. In return, Microsoft integrates OpenAI models across its entire ecosystem, from Bing to Office to Azure AI services. But these commitments are a double-edged sword. OpenAI's growth fattens Microsoft profits, yet any stumble in ChatGPT adoption threatens both partners' ambitions and raises questions about whether the AI boom can sustain such massive infrastructure bets. Meanwhile, Gemini and Anthropic's Claude are not just catching up, they are driving down prices and setting new standards for reliability and integration. OpenAI's own revenue-sharing agreement with Microsoft means that every surge in usage also increases its dependence. The company faces a stark reality: deliver constant improvement or risk breaking the cycle of growth that keeps investors and partners loyal. For a market strategist, this is not just a race for technical supremacy, it is a contest to see who survives the next wave of platform consolidation. Policy experts now warn that OpenAI's crisis moment is not just an internal scramble. It is a signal that the rules of AI governance are being written in real time. When a single memo can halt side projects and redirect an entire company, it reveals how much power is concentrated in the hands of a few executives and their partners. Sam Altman's decision to declare code red is a verdict on the current state of AI oversight. The market moves faster than any regulator, and the consequences ripple far beyond Silicon Valley. Labor advocates point to the speed of these shifts, raising concerns about job automation and the erosion of information trust. As OpenAI races to outpace Gemini and Claude, the pressure to release ever more powerful tools grows, while the guardrails lag behind. The result is a world where the stakes of each code push are felt by millions, yet the decisions remain behind closed doors. For viewers, this is not just a tech story, it is about who gets to shape the future of work, knowledge, and power itself. AI power shifts in real time. No leader is safe for long. As rivals close in, what is at stake is not just market share, but who shapes the future. What is your take?